So today we are going to discuss about tables in Microsoft Word. Just open the program as we said. Click to open. Blank document. So tables in Microsoft Word, you click on insert. So position the cursor where you want your table first. Then you click on insert tab on the menu, you click tables. So you can count the number of columns you need. 2, 3, these are columns, this is 4. Then rows 2, 3, 4 and 5. That's exactly how the table will appear. Another person will prefer a more simpler way. Click on table. Instead of counting all these rows and columns, another person will prefer to just click on insert table command, where you specify the number of columns. Remember, columns run vertically and the rows will run horizontally. So you have to specify the number of columns. For example, in my case, I need 5 columns and I need 10 rows. I just type using the keyboard 10 rows, or I can increase using these scroll buttons. Click on OK so that I have my table there. Now the third way you can create another table is just by going to insert on the menu, click table, draw table. This is a longer method, it takes a lot of time. So the best when you start drawing columns and rows like that. Now the best method is the second method. Let's undo and start properly. The second method, where you say we want to just use the insert command. Click on insert, click on table, then insert table command, where you specify the number of columns. You specify the number of columns, it is 5 and this is 10. You click on OK. So this is how the table will appear to be. Now on this our table, we can start entering information. Just leave the first row empty. We are going to come back to that later. So start from the second row. We are going to type the column headings. That is name, this is English, this is Kiswahili, this is math. We are creating a student's mark list, mathematics, biology. So enter the names of the students. So just enter the marks. Can undo if you make mistakes. Just click on the English column, make sure your cursor is positioned there, then you can enter the marks. So I've finished entering the marking details into my table. Now, for instance, I want to add some rows and columns. Just select by clicking, point to the row that you want to select. Just click on layout on the menu. Remember, layout is not usually there on the menu unless you've selected a row or a column. That's when the layout tab appears. So we are going to select a row just by clicking on it, then click on layout on the menu. So when you choose layout, we have insert above or below. You can add rows below or above the selected. Remember, I've selected massive as a row. You can add above or below it. You can still add columns. You just select, position the cursor above the column. The cursor should change into a pointer facing downwards. You click once, go to layout on the menu, then you can insert either to the left side or right side of the selected column. So ensure you can add rows and columns. Another way is just by, when you move to this, at the border or the middle or the border of this row, when you just click once at that icon, a new row will be added to the table. You can still select a row. Another way to add, you can right click. After selecting, just right click once, you can insert a column, insert a row above or below, so depending on the details that you want. Now remember, our first row I left it blank. This is because I intend to put the title of the table. You can select the whole row, you can select the entire row, go to layout tab on the menu, then you merge cells. Click on merge cells, so that when you merge, to merge is to combine several cells into one. So merging, you just go to layout, merge cells like that. Now I can enter the title of the school, assuming my school is Tumaini Secondary. So I can center line, go back to home tab, you can center line the text appropriately. You can format the title a little bit, just select again, increase the size. You've been told increase the size of the title. Go to home tab, increase the size, make it bold, just the normal formatting that we were doing in the previous lesson, like that. Now you select this row, select the second row. You want to add a row above it, just select it like that. Go to layout on the menu, insert above. So a new row will be added. You can select this row and merge. Remember, to merge is to combine all those cells into one. To merge, you go to layout, merge cells. You can still right click after selecting. Instead of using that method, another way, select the cells that you want to merge, right click on the selection, you merge cells, so that now you've made the cells to become one. So merging cells is to combine several cells into one cell. So you can type the subtitle. This is Form 2. And then we center line. Control E will center line that text. Also format this a little bit. Go back to home tab, make it bold. You can increase size appropriately. So I have my table there. I can add a row at the end of the table. Click, go to layout or right click, insert below. So insert below. A new row will be added at the bottom. Just type the word total. You want to calculate the total marks of this subject. Go to layout on the menu, click on formula. Then the formula for adding those figures, if you realize that the figures are found above the selected cell, so this is the correct formula. Is equals to sum into bracket above. Click on OK. Click inside this second column, click on formula. That is the formula. You click on OK. So just finish up. It is as simple as that. Go to layout again, formula. So as simple as that. Okay, I want to add another column to the right side of my table. Go to layout, insert right. I can merge these columns into one. Go to layout again, merge cells. This second row also. merge into one. This table, you can see the last column is bigger than the rest. This column here is bigger than all the rest. What you can do, you can click on layout on the menu and distribute columns evenly. So when you distribute this column, they will now be equal in size, where you can type, I want to type the word total and calculate now this side. Remember the other side was sum above. We're calculating what is above the selected. Now here I've selected this cell and I'm going to need to calculate sum on the left. This is the left side. So go to layout, click on formula. You find that my formula I've typed is equals to sum into bracket left. Click on OK. So proceed to finish up the calculation. It goes to formula. You have to be very careful when you're looking at that formula. So if it is reading above, you have to change manually sum on the left, like that. Click on formula, just change the formula, left. Let me copy so that I can do it quickly. Just Control C, copies, click on OK. So I click here, click in the way I want the answer, go to formula on the menu, then now I'll just paste, Control V, paste again here. So I'm calculating not above but on the left side of the selected cell. So a cell is a single unit in a table. You can define a cell as an intersection of a row and a column. So just click on formula until you finish. Click on OK. So that is how I can create my table. If this mathematics does not fit in this column, you can position the cursor between biology and math, then you just adjust a little bit, you drag so that it fits a little bit like that. Now I've finished creating my table. I can now select the whole table, position the cursor at the top left of the table, click. Then we can now go to design. Click on design tab. You can pick a beautiful style. We have table styles here. Click here, click on the scroll bar there. Then you'll find some very beautiful styles you can click on, then it applies the styles to your table. If you don't want that style, you can still select your table, go back to design, look for another specific. You can scroll down. You have a scroll bar here, you can scroll to find a suitable style you want for your table. You can still undo for the styles. Now you've been told to use a specific style because these styles here have names. Like the one I'm pointing, as you can see, it's called grid table 4, ascent 4. So in future, you have been told to use a specific style. So you just select the table, click modify table style at the bottom of the table styles. Then style based on, this is where I'm going to search. So for example, I've been told to use table grid 1. So I'll just click here and change. This is table grid 1. This is the style that I want. You've been told to use colorful list ascent 1. So I'll go up to see, scroll up, colorful list ascent 1. So this is the style that they want me to apply. You are required to apply onto the table. So I want you again select this row. These are the column headings. Remember these are the column headings. You can still go to layout on the menu. Now we're back to layout. You can change the text direction. You're told to face up, to face down. You can resize the size. You can change by dragging. Put your cursor at the border of the row, then you just drag. You can center align this text so that it appears on the middle of the selected cell. So text direction, layout on the menu, text direction, let it face up. That facing up at the bottom of the document. So ensure you can be able to come up with such a table, and also select it. You can still go back. Let's go back to design. You can change the style, the widths of the line. So line, you can, so on design we have line weight. You can just select and choose a bigger line. For it to take effect, just click here and apply all borders. Click on borders icon, click all borders. You will see the style that you had selected there. So you first of all select the size, click on all borders again. Color of the line, you can still select the color, click on all borders for that color also to change. So in case you've been told to do that, make sure you're able to do the same. So thank you, hope you enjoyed the lesson. We'll meet again.